I'm Harrison with Atopwebtech Technologies, and I'm going to show you step by step on how to use Traefik as a reverse proxy with Docker containers. So basically, a reverse proxy allows for running multiple applications on one Docker host. So let's jump right into a quick introduction. Traefik is one of the modern boards in reverse proxying and load balancing that simplify deploying of microservices. It can handle highly complex deployment. So I want to quickly walk you through the key features of Traefik. So the first one, which is dynamic routing. The power of dynamic routing comes to play where Traefik will dynamically add new services and containers as they come up to provide traffic routing to them. For example, you want to add new web application. All you're required to do is to build your container and register a new endpoint, and immediately Traefik will detect it and start routing traffic to it. The second, which is load balancer. Just as the name load balancer, Traefik can provide load balancing between multiple instances of your containers. The third, which is let's encrypt. This is what I love about Traefik. It can set up free certificate from Let's Encrypt. It can also redirect all HTTP traffic to HTTPS through the power of middlewares for enhanced security of your application. So the last but not the least, which is the web UI, it has a beautiful management dashboard that gives you visualization of all the Traefik endpoints, services, middlewares, and Docker containers. In addition to this, I'm going to spin up a Portainer. We all know Portainer is a beautiful and is a lightweight management UI which allows you to easily manage your Docker host or Swarm cluster and also Kubernetes. Traefik principle. Traefik is both a reverse proxy and a load balancer. Its design is composed of 4 parts. So Traefik design is composed of 4 parts. So the first one, which is the entry point. The entry point is the listening connection with the outside world. So the second, which is the front end. The front end define route with the back end. Don't worry, you will see this in action. So the back end provide load balancing between several servers. And the server is nothing but it composed of Docker container. So if you're ready and I'm ready, let's begin. Okay, I have successfully SSH into my server, and presumably I believe you have Docker and Docker Compose installed on your server. I have gone ahead and set up my DNS records so that we can access our Traefik and Portainer dashboard. So if I should ping Portainer.Harrison, as you can see, which is fine, I'm getting a response, and then there are the Traefik perfect. So both are up and running. So the next thing I will need to do is I want to clone a GitHub repository, so which I will put the link in the description below of this video. So GitHub clone the URL of the repository, and now ls-l here we have this clone repository, which is the Traefik as a reverse proxy. So let's cd into it. So in here we have a couple of folders and files. So the first one, which is in the apps folder, which is empty for now, and we also have this Traefik-configuration ls-l here. So in here we have one file, docker compose.yaml file, and a folder which is Traefik-docker, Traefik-data. So cd Traefik data, clear ls-l here. And if you're wondering why it is being structured like this, it's just for simplicity sake. So in here we have we have 2 files and 1 folder. So we have the acmheal.json the configuration file which contain our dynamic configuration, and we also have the traffic.yml file. So let's consider this traffic.yml file. So perfect. So this is a traffic static file that contains the base configuration of traffic. So the first part, which is the API, tells traffic to enable its dashboard. So the second part, which is the entry point, defines two entry points. So the first one is the web, which represents HTTP, thereof 80, port 80, and we also have the web secure, which is for HTTPS. So as you can see, we have 443 here as well. So in the provider section, we clearly specify that we want to pass this file to a Docker container using bindmat. And we also instruct traffic to find our dynamic configuration in configuration/dynamic.yml file. Finally, we have our SSL certificate resolver. So make sure you change this example.com to your email. Otherwise, traffic is going to yell at you. So harrison@atopwebtech.com. All right, so perfect. So this is it for this file. So I just want to quickly save and exit. Okay, perfect. So the next file that we want to take a closer look on is the dynamic.yml file. Seed into configuration, and then in here we have our dynamic.yml file. So then dynamic.yml file. So in here we have just a few files up and running. So generally this file contains middlewares to make our traffic fully secure and runs over TLS. By default, the traffic dashboard is accessible for everyone. So to enforce and make it secure, we have a basic auth here for our traffic dashboard. Don't worry, very soon I will replace this password when we generate the password to use. And finally, we have our TLS section, which contains a set of cipher-suit algorithm that helps secure our network connection. So the last file we want to look into is the Docker compose file. So I just want to quit from here. So I need to move one step back. All right, so this is the file. This is our final file, which is the docker-compose.yml file. So this file contains the meat of this configuration. So I just want to open it with Vim. All right. So as you can see, we have a lot going on here. But don't worry, I'll just take some few minutes to walk you through step by step. So one of the reasons I love Traefik is that once you have done the initial setup, when you want to deploy new containers, you just need to tell Traefik by specifying labels to your container. So we have our Docker compose file. So this is the first service which we have is the Traefik. So we have our image, the container name, we have our restart policy, we have our security opt, we have our network, which is Proxy, which I will create soon. We have our port that are of the for HTTP and are for HTTPS. We also have our volumes up and running. So the label, which is what I want to take some time to explain to you. So in this labels, so the first part is we tell Traefik to wrap this container by specifying enable equals. So the other part of it, we use the network proxy, which I will create soon. And this is how for our entry point, so which we specify that we want the web secure entry point. So the next, which is the host, which is where I need to change and replace this traefik.example.com with my harrison.me. And we have our API handler, which expose middleware service and how it routes. And last but not the least, we have our basic auth middleware. So by default, Traefik dashboard is exposed. Hence, we have a security and also protect our API as well. So in the next one, which is the Portainer, so we have the basic configuration as well. We have our labels, which is self-explanatory, and then I need to change these to harrison.me. Okay, and last we have our network, which we specified that we want this network to be external. So I just want to quickly save this file. Perfect. So before running our stack, we need to set up a few things. So the first thing I want to do is that we need to set up our credential. We will use HTTP password utility to create and encrypt our password. And so the HTTP password is included in Apache 2 utils package. So if you have not installed it, so make sure you install it. apt-get install Apache 2-utils. I already have it up and running on my server. So, but we need to generate our password. So HTTP passwd -nb, so admin, which is the username, and our super secret password. So in my King Traefik 2021. Okay, so when I press the enter key, so we need to copy everything here. cd into Traefik-data into configuration, and we need to replace these. Perfect. So I just need to save and quit. All right. Okay, all right, perfect. So the next step is to create our network. So that is very easy to do. Docker network create proxy. All right, so our network is up and running. So the next thing, we need to run the stack. So make sure you are in this directory where this docker-compose is, and docker-compose up. Let's see what will happen. Perfect. So Docker is doing its things. It's like we have some problems. So I think the first problem is, okay, skip from let's see, level equals to error. Okay, ACM here resolver, let's encrypt is skip from the resolver list because unable to get ACM account. Permission 6444 acm.json are too open, please use. Okay, all right, it's very easy to resolve. And ls-lhalcd into Traefik-data ls hal is, so we need to change permission. I think this should be 600. All right, let's see what will happen now. Wow, I think we still have some problem. It's keep those unable to get. Okay, let me just stop these and clear ls dash lhel cd into our traffic dash data ls dash la, and let's remove this acme.json file and let's create it again. acme.json. You can touch it, but I just want to use Vim and save it. Quit. Okay, so we have it created. So I can change the mode again to 600 and acme.json. Perfect. Also, you can use touch to create it, but I just use Vim and save the empty file as well. All right, so let's see what we have now. Clear and ls-lh. All right, so docker-compose up. Wow, perfect. I think everything's up and running. And don't worry, I'm going to run this on a detached mode. I just want to see if maybe everything's up and running. And so the next thing that we need to do is to visit our portina.perete-harrison.me. Let's see what will happen. All right, so as you can see, we have our very secure, which is very good, and my super secret password. And connect. Perfect. So this is up and running. As you can see, we have our Portina up and running, which is beautiful. So let's check what is happening in our traffic as well. So traffic.perete-harrison.me. Let's see. Yes, admin. And do you remember our super secret password? It was traffic 2021. Wow. Traffic 2021. Is it traffic 2021 or traffic 2020? Let's see. Well, I think I have a problem. I think I forgot it. So, but all I need to do is just to stop these. Okay, perfect. And I think I need to regenerate the password http passwd-nb admin. So my password, I just want to make it very simple now. So traffic 2020. Let me just copy this. Okay, no, traffic 2020. Okay, cool. I have these. Just need to copy these. CD into clear traffic into my. I can just open it with Vim configuration, and yeah, we have these. So I can replace it like this. All right, so let me save these. WQ, right, and save. Back, clear ls lh docker dash compose up dash d. Let's run it in a detached mode now. Okay, so let me just reload this page. Traffic. Admin traffic. Okay. Perfect. So as you can see, this is our traffic, which is very, very pretty. And as you can see, we have our HTTP, our TCP, and service UDP. So whatever services that is running, you will see it up and running in this traffic dashboard. So the next step is how can we deploy a container? So it's very simple. So let's quickly deploy a WordPress. So all you need to do is just to Google the Docker Compose file of what container you're looking for. So I need you WordPress Docker Compose, and I think I need to go to the Docker Hub to get that. Perfect. So just want to scroll down. I need to copy this Docker Compose file. Copy, and need to go back. I think, should I? Yeah. Go back. Remember, we have our app folder, which I talked about. So in here, we need to impute our WordPress or our application. So I just want to make a directory of make dir site or app1, cd into app1, and in here I need to vim docker -compose. So I need to paste this here. Okay, so which is very easy. So what we need to do here, we just need to tell traffic to route traffic to. We need to tell traffic to route traffic to this Docker container, and as well we need to set our network as well. So instead of me to reinvent the wheel and start typing, I just want to open my code editor and then copy all of these. So this is for the network, which I need to specify. But the first thing is that you actually we don't need this port, because traffic will be the one that will be routing traffic to this. So this is for the network, and the next we need to use label to instruct traffic to take care of this container for us. So first here should be the name of your maybe API or your website. So my site.perete.harrison.me. Let me just quickly check. Okay, yeah, it's up and running. So I want you to pay attention here. So whenever you want to add a new container, make sure that you change this app in here. So in this case, we have our first app, which is site.perete.harrison.me. So in this case, I can just add site here and site here. So if I have site, so if I have a different, if you have a different website, make sure you change this site-secure and site-secure. Otherwise, it won't work. So finally, the next part is we need to specify our external network. All right, I think everything is fine, and I just need to save this. So in here I need to do docker dash compose up. Okay, I think everything is perfect, and so I'll go to site.parete rc.me parete rc.me. Let's see, perfect. As you can see, our WordPress is up and running. So test username admin, my super secret password, which is this, confirm test at gmail.com or whatever, install. So as you can see, this is our WordPress admin 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's see. Wow, as you can see, our WordPress is up and running. So this is how you implement a reverse proxy on a single host. So you can use this to host different amount of containers. So if you consider this tutorial helpful, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video.